In just a few minutes, we'll uncover the shocking truth about who really runs the US government and why so many Americans are struggling. This deep dive is based on a compelling discussion from Chris Williamson's Modern Wisdom podcast, featuring Senator Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders argues that America is facing an unprecedented crisis, unlike anything seen before. He highlights extreme income and wealth inequality, with a massive concentration of ownership and billionaire control over media and politics. This isn't democracy, he states, but an oligarchy, where a few powerful individuals hold immense sway. Despite being the richest nation on earth, 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. They struggle with healthcare, childcare, education, and housing costs, while a select few accumulate unimaginable wealth. So, how did we get here? The numbers tell a stark story. Over the last 52 years, despite an explosion in technology and worker productivity, the average American worker's real weekly wages are actually lower today. Meanwhile, an estimated $75 trillion has been transferred from the bottom 90% to the top 1%. While consumer goods like TVs have become cheaper, critical necessities have skyrocketed. Healthcare and education costs have risen by over 200%, and housing is increasingly unaffordable for young people. The US spends 3 times more per person on healthcare than the UK, yet 85 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured, and life expectancy is shorter. This broken system is enormously expensive. This isn't just about money, it's about power.
3 major Wall Street firms, BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, are the primary stockholders in 95% of American S&P corporations. This level of concentrated ownership gives immense power to a very small number of people.
The campaign finance system is deeply corrupt. The Citizens United Supreme Court decision allows billionaires to spend unlimited amounts through super PACs, effectively buying elections and influencing policy.
So, what can be done to restore true democracy? Bernie proposes 2 key solutions: overturning the Citizens United decision and moving towards public funding of elections. This would level the playing field, ensuring challengers have a fair chance against well-funded incumbents. The political landscape itself has undergone significant shifts. In the Republican Party, there's a cult of the individual around Donald Trump, where few dare to challenge him for fear of political retaliation from powerful donors. This creates a dangerous lack of independent thought. The Democratic Party, once known as the party of the working class, began shifting in the 1970s. They started accepting corporate money and focusing on other issues, leading to the abandonment of core economic concerns. This shift resulted in supporting trade agreements that cost millions of jobs and failing to fight effectively for healthcare and education. Consequently, more working-class people now vote Republican, feeling the Democrats have left them behind. While social issues are vital, their overemphasis has created a messaging problem.
Bernie acknowledges the importance of fighting for women's rights and ending bigotry. However, he argues that focusing heavily on issues affecting a tiny minority, like trans activism, allows demagogues to distract from the massive economic struggles of the majority.
Demagogues exploit people's frustrations by blaming powerless minorities rather than addressing real problems like income inequality, climate change, or a failing education system.
One area of significant neglect, according to the discussion, is men's issues. While fighting for women's equality was crucial, the left has largely overlooked the growing challenges faced by young men. Statistics show rising male suicide rates, lower college enrollment, and increased vulnerability to loneliness and addiction. The world has changed, and many men now feel unheard, leading to a sense that no one gives a damn about me. This neglect has pushed many young men away from the left.
Looking to the future, new technologies present both opportunities and profound challenges.
The rapid advancement of AI and robotics, driven by massive investments from billionaires, threatens to eliminate many jobs. This raises critical questions about who benefits from this progress and how society will adapt. Despite technological marvels, a majority of Americans feel life was better 50 years ago. This paradox suggests that material progress isn't translating into improved well-being for ordinary people. Another pressing concern is the declining birth rate. Young people often cite the high cost of childcare, housing, and worries about climate change as reasons they can't afford or are hesitant to have children.
Bernie believes society should create conditions where families feel good about having kids, seeing it as a natural and beautiful part of being human rather than an insurmountable financial burden.
So, after decades in public service, what keeps Bernie Sanders up at night?
He worries deeply about the future of American democracy, fearing the rise of authoritarianism and a president serving the interests of oligarchs. He sees this as a pivotal moment in history.
Despite these ominous trends, he remains hopeful. He believes the American people are fundamentally decent, not bigoted, and desire justice, democracy, and an economy that works for everyone. The path forward requires a strong grassroots movement to ensure power rests with the people, not with a few individuals or wealthy elites. If we refuse to be divided by race, sexual orientation, or origin, Bernie is confident that Americans can build a more just and equitable society.
This conversation barely scratches the surface of the profound insights shared by Senator Bernie Sanders. To truly grasp the depth of his analysis and proposed solutions, you need to hear it all.
We highly encourage you to watch the full, unedited interview on the Chris Williamson channel. The link to the complete video is provided in the description below.
Enjoying quick summaries like this and saving time? There's more coming, so hit that subscribe button.